Hi, my name is Holly Fritz, and I am from Dubuque, Iowa. And today I want to talk to you about something that is very important, the government. Now, why do I want to talk about the government? Because I believe as a nation we should have a say in what goes on. Where would we be without the government? Nobody really knows. But the way the government is leading themselves now is not good. It's not. I want you to know that right now. The government right now is corrupt. It's very corrupt. And I want to help change that. I may be only an 18-year-old girl from a small town in Iowa, but there is other people out there who feel the same way I do. Some very important topics I'm going to cover today is the food versus medicine, the cancer industry, lying, the government lying to us anyways, climate changes, basic rights about human beings, and a revolution. I want to start off this video by saying something that I feel is very appropriate. I want people to question authority. Why? Because they lie to us every day, but it's illegal for us to lie to them. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. They tap our phones, they listen to what we talk about, they read our information. It's not okay. We as people have privacy rights. And people don't understand that. They don't believe it's happening, but it is. So, what can we do about it? Well, let me cover some topics first, and then we will discuss what we can do about it. The first thing I want to talk about is the food versus medicine. Now, I want to talk about this because it's very important to me. I've actually done a lot of research about food. I like food. Everybody likes food. But what people don't know is that the government is putting stuff in our food that is not good for us, like GMO. Most people don't even know what that is. Yet, Connecticut, I believe, just passed a state requiring labeling of GMO in their products. I am very for that. I think every state should have to do that. Not only that, but the standard American diet, as you know, meat, dairy, all that stuff included, meat is actually not that good for you. Yeah, I said it. Meat is not that good for you. You can get protein from lots of other things, including nuts and seeds. But the hormones that they pump into our animals, that they are putting on our dinner plates, is bad for us. It has been proven to cause cancer in the human body. And that isn't okay. That's not okay. And the government says that they don't have a cure for cancer. I would like to say this once. They do. You know they do. But the reason why they're not telling us and showing us is because cancer is a multi-billion-dollar industry every year for the government. When people are dying, the people in Congress get money for them dying from cancer, and they eat well that night. Does anyone else find that a little disturbing? Cancer has actually been proven to be cured with high doses of vitamin C, up near 70,000 milligrams, I believe it was. Vitamin C, found in oranges, lots of fruits, actually, kiwis, lots of them. Why doesn't the government tell us this? Because they're making money off of people dying, people being sick. All of that stuff costs money. Chemo, radiation, all of that stuff. I actually just had a friend pass away. Not a friend passed away, but I am friends with a girl who is 17 years old. She lives with me now because her dad passed away from throat cancer. He was around 50, early 50s, yes. Isn't that a little sad? Doesn't that worry you a little bit? It worries me a lot because people don't realize, because the government is feeding lies down their throat. The next topic I would like to cover is lying. We can't do it to the government, but they do it to us on a daily basis. That's not right. I, as a people, do not want to be lied to the people who are supposed to be protecting us. Why are people so scared of the government? Because they know the government can ruin them in a second. So they don't stand up. They choose not to stand up because they are afraid of what the government can do to them. And that is not a good world to live in if you are afraid of the people who are supposed to be protecting you. Like cops. I just seen a video a couple weeks ago on Facebook of a cop literally beating a kid close to death because he said vulgar language to the police officer. That's not okay. That is not okay. You are abusing your power as an officer. I don't care what he said to you. You're supposed to be more mature than that, to not harm that person. I understand if he came at you, but this person did not come at him. He literally just beat him, and people around it saw that. They saw it and they recorded it and they shared it because it's not right. And I guarantee that cop will not lose his job because it has happened before, and cops do not lose their job over that because they are protecting the people. They are not protecting the people. They are harming the people. I would also like to talk about the climate changes. Global warming is real. No matter what the government says to you, it is real. Our climate is changing because of how much pollution our world is having. Everybody is polluting. Companies, people, everybody is polluting the earth. Our earth is dying because people are polluting. And not only that, there's no laws against it. Yeah, you get a fine if you get caught littering. Yeah. Okay. Does anyone really know what happened after the BP spilled all of that oil in the ocean? It took so much money to clean all that up, and a lot of animals died because of that. It's not okay. Why don't we invest in energy efficient ways? There is plenty of them. Solar, wind, water. There's plenty of ways that we can stand up and help the earth not be polluted by everything. Cars, everything. Smart cars. Yeah, cool. Smart cars. Yeah. Awesome. I just don't understand why we aren't putting more money into helping the planet when this is the only planet we have to live on. Don't you understand that? Your children, your grandchildren, children might not live their full potential because of the Earth's surroundings and atmosphere. Polar ice caps are deteriorating. Everything is going wrong. And the government won't acknowledge it. Why? I don't know. It's not right, though. Now I want to talk about basic rights as a human being. I believe every human should have their own privacy. I believe that the government should not be able to tap our phone lines. That is not right. You have to put your trust into the people. You can't just invade them like that. It's not correct. It's not the correct way to be a government. The last thing I want to talk about is a revolution. And this is how we can solve it. We can stand up to the government as a nation and say enough is enough. We can. It's going to be hard, but we can. Why do people choose not to? Because they are scared of the government. I said it. People are scared of the government. I'm scared of the government. But I'm doing this video in the best interest of the people living now and the future people on this planet. It's not right. We need to do something about this. But what can one person do? That's my question. One person can't do a lot. They can't. Because as soon as it starts, it gets torn right back down. So I want you to not listen to everything the government says. I want you to question it. I want you to question it. Be like, this probably isn't true. And I want you to inform people. I want you to do your best to inform everyone around you what is going on. Because this is important. We have become a slave to our government, and it's not right. It infuriates me. I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be in constant fear of my government and what's going on. You need to inform yourself, and you need to speak out against it. You need one spark to start a match, but once you spark that match, there is a fire. And I want this to change. I may be only an 18-year-old girl, but there is other people out there that want the same thing as me. And I know that. I just want you guys to know. To think. Think differently. Don't think for the government. Think for yourself. Point out things that you don't think is right. We are humans. We have our own minds. It may be hard to believe, but we do. We have our very own mindset, and we have a lot of power. As a nation, we could fix everything. We could overthrow the corruptness and make it better. Make it better for our children. Make it better for everyone living on this planet. Okay, thank you for your time if you watched this whole thing. And I will see you very soon.